Aloha kako, how you folks doing? In this video, I will be talking about the story of Kaahumanu, who was a favorite wife of King Kamehameha I. So let's get started. Kaahumanu, the Feathered Mantle, was born on March 17, 1768, and died on June 5, 1832. She was a queen consort and acted as a regent of the Hawaiian kingdom as Kuhina Nui. Now, she, as I mentioned before, she was the favorite wife of King Kamehameha I, and also the most politically powerful, and continued to wield considerable power as co-ruler in the kingdom during the reigns of his first two successors. Now let's talk about the early life of Kaahumanu. Okay, now Kaahumanu was born in a cave called Pu'u Kauike in Hana on the Hawaiian island of Maui. That's a beautiful area, Maui. And she was born on March 17, 1768. And the present Kaahumanu Society celebrates her birthday on March 17th. Kaahumanu's father was Keaumuku Papai'a Ahi, a fugitive ali'i noble from the island of Hawaii, and her mother was Namahana Kalei Leokalani, daughter of Mo'i Kikaulike Kalani Nui Ku'i Ho'ono, and wife of her half-brother, the late king of Maui, Kamehameha Hananui. Okay, now through her mother, she was related to many ali'i nui of Maui. Through her father, she was the third cousin of Kamehameha I, and both shared the common ancestor. Princess Kalani Kauli Le'aiwi of the island of Hawaii she was named after her father's rival, Kahekili Nui Kaahumanu, because it was from him that her father was fleeing at the time. Her siblings include Governor John Adams Kuikini of the island Hawaii, Queen Kalakua Kahehe Malie, and Governor George Keaumoku II of Maui. Okay, now, her father became an advisor and friend to Kamehameha I, eventually serving as the royal governor of Maui. He arranged for Kaahumanu to marry him when she was 13 years old. Kamehameha had numerous wives, but Kaahumanu would become a favorite, encouraged his war to unify the islands. Now let's talk about the Queen Regent. Okay, now Kaahumanu, as I mentioned before, is Kamehameha I's favorite wives and his most powerful. Upon Kamehameha's death on May 8, 1819, Kaahumanu announced that the late king had wished that she share governance over the kingdom of Hawaii with his 22-year-old son Liholiho. Okay, so now the Council of Advisors agreed and created the post of Kuhina Nui for her, which was similar to co-regent or modern-day prime minister. Her power base grew, and she ruled as queen regent during the reigns of both Kamehameha II and Kauikeaouli, who assumed the throne as Kamehameha III. In some ways, Kaahumanu was ahead of her time and championed the rights of native Hawaiian women, although this was to her own advantage. In what became known as Ainoa, or free eating, Kaahumanu conspired with Keopuolani, another of her late husband's wives, was Kamehameha II's mother, to eat at the same table with the young king. Notably, she also convinced the Kahumanu, translatable to high priest of the kingdom, Heba, to support her efforts to abolish the kapu. While breaking a major kapu was a death penalty offense, Kamehameha II refused to kill his mother, Keopuolani. This event effectively broke the monarchy's support of the kapu and resulted in the system being outlawed. Okay, now let's talk about the Kaumuali'i of Kauai. So, the island of Kauai and its subject island, Niihau, had never been forcibly conquered by Kamehameha. After years of resistance, they negotiated a bloodless surrender in the face of Kamehameha's armada. In 1810, the island's king, Kaumuali'i, became a vassal to Kamehameha. When Kamehameha I died, Kamehameha II and Kaahumanu feared Kauai would break away from the kingdom, so they were worried about that. To preserve the union, they kidnapped Kaumuali'i on October 9, 1821, and Kaahumanu married him by force. After Kaumuali'i died in 1824 and a rebellion by Kaumuali'i's son, Umehume, was put down, she married his other son, Keali'i Honui. Okay, now let's talk about her conversion to Christianity. Now, in April of 1824, Kaahumanu publicly acknowledged her conversion to Protestant Christianity and encouraged her subjects to be baptized into the faith. That same year, she presented Hawaii with its first codified body of laws modeled after Christian ethics and values in the Ten Commandments. Kaahumanu was baptized on December 5, 1825 at the site where Kauai Church stands today, taking the name Elizabeth. Okay? Well, the missionaries persuaded Kaahumanu that the Roman Catholic Church, which had established the Cathedral of Our Lady of Peace in Honolulu, should be removed from the island nation. So on July 7, 1827, she ordered the first Catholic missionaries to leave. In 1830, Kaahumanu signed legislation that forbade Catholic teachings and threatened to deport whoever broke the law. Okay. Now in 1832, Kaahumanu visited Maui and came to the site of what is now Kaahumanu Church, witnessing services being presided by Jonathan Smith Green. Upon seeing this, Kaahumanu asked the Congregationalist mission to name the permanent church structure after her. However, this request was not honored until 1876, when Edward Bailey, and that's my grandfather, built the fourth and current structure on the site, naming it after the Queen. And the Bailey family, my family, donated the clock of that tower. And that church is still standing today, the Kaahumanu, and it's the services are performed in Hawaiian. Now let's talk about a sad history in the Hawaiian as far as the banning of the hula. Okay, now as regent of Hawaii, after the death of her husband, King Kamehameha I, Kamehameha took it upon herself to enforce Christian policies with her power, banning of the Hawaiian dance hula in 1830. After her death in 1832, some chiefs ignored this ban, including King Kamehameha III. However, it was not until King Kalakaua's reign in 1886 that hula was celebrated openly once again, and hula is the language of the heart and therefore the heartbeat of the Hawaiian people. Kaahumanu's policies on hula have had a ripple effect on the acceptability of the art form ever since. So King Kalakaua brought it back, and that's why they have the Merry Monarch Festival in honor of King Kalakaua in Hilo. Now, let's talk about establishing American relations. Kaahumanu and King Kamehameha III negotiated the first treaty between the Kingdom of Hawaii and the United States in 1826 under the administration of President John Quincy Adams. The treaty assumed responsibility on behalf of Native Hawaiians with debts to American traders and paid the bill with $150,000 worth of sandalwood, which was plentiful at that time. This won her the support of chiefs who owed money to the traders. The same document was also a free trade treaty, ensuring Americans had the right to enter all ports of Hawaii to do business. Americans were also afforded the right to sue in Hawaiian courts and be protected by Hawaiian laws. Now in 1827, after Kaahumanu returned from a tour of the Windward Islands, her health steadily declined. During her illness, missionaries printed the first copy bound in red leather with her name engraved in gold letters of the New Testament in the Hawaiian language. She kept it with her until her death of intestinal illness on June 5, 1832, in the Manoa Valley near Honolulu. Her funeral was held at Kauai Church, often referred to as the Westminster Abbey of Hawaii. Services were presided by Hiram Bingham. She was laid to rest on the Iolani Palace grounds, but was later moved to the Royal Mausoleum. The monument of Kaumuali'i in Wai'ola Church Cemetery includes the inscription, "Kaahumanu was his wife, year 1822, leading some to mistakenly conclude that she is buried there, but she's not." Well, folks, that's the story of Queen Kaahumanu, a very powerful woman, and very, very few people know about the true story of her and the power that she had. I hope you enjoyed this video. Mahalo for watching, and ahui ho.